You stand in front of your closet fingers, grazing over hangers like pages in a book. Some pants you skip without thinking too tight, too loose, too outdated. But then you reach for that one perfect pair, the classic straight-leg trouser. It doesn't pinch or sag. It simply fits, like it knows your body, like it understands your life. There's something quietly powerful about a well-cut trouser. Not flashy, not trendy, just beautifully made with intention. For women over 60, this pant is more than a basic. It's the quiet backbone of elegance. The key lies in 3 simple elements: rise, shape, and structure. You want a mid-rise that sits comfortably at your natural waist, just above the belly button where your shape still feels defined, a waistband that hugs gently without digging in. It smooths, lifts, and brings everything into harmony. The leg straight, not too slim, not too wide. Like a soft ribbon that drapes from hip to ankle, elongating without clinging. You pinch the fabric at your thigh about an inch on each side, just enough give to move with ease, but still structured enough to create a long, clean line. In the hem it whispers elegance when it stops right at the ankle bone. No bunching, no dragging, just a quiet exhale of polish that works with flats or heels alike. You slip into this kind of pant and feel taller, more pulled together, not because it hides anything, but because it honors everything. The waistband doesn't fight your shape. The pockets lay flat without gaping. The fabric, maybe a ponte knit or wool blend, supports you without stiffness. It's the kind of pant that asks nothing loud of you, yet gives you everything. Pair it with a silk blouse or a soft knit. Add a blazer or don't. This trouser gives you choices, and in a world that often narrows with age, choices are the quiet luxury you deserve. You've worn jeans in every decade of your life, from the faded flares of your youth to the lived-in indigos of motherhood. But now, in this chapter, denim can evolve with you. It doesn't have to be casual or rebellious or rough. It can be elegant. The secret is in the elevation. Start with the deepest rinse you can find, nearly black, with that subtle luster that catches the light like polished stone. The color alone changes the mood. Lighter washes can feel playful. This deep tone feels refined. Then consider the cut. Straight leg or a gentle boot cut works best sitting mid to high rise, so the waistband aligns with your natural waist. That placement brings back balance to your proportions, lengthening the line from hip to hem. Look closely at the details. Stitching should blend with the fabric, not contrast in bright golds or oranges. No whiskers, no frays, no faux distress. Instead, let the simplicity speak. Pockets should be smooth and clean, a quiet part of the whole picture, not a focal point. The fabric itself matters more than you might expect. A touch 2 to 3% of elastane offers comfort for movement, while enough cotton and structure keeps the shape true all day. You don't want jeans that sag by afternoon or squeeze by evening. And here's the magic: style them exactly as you would your most polished trousers. A cream silk blouse, a fitted navy blazer, a strand of pearls, and leather loafers. Suddenly, you're not wearing jeans. You're wearing confidence disguised as denim. This approach works for so much of life: a lunch date with friends, a casual Friday meeting, a quick stop at the farmer's market. You can travel in them, meet someone important in them, or simply feel quietly radiant on an ordinary Wednesday. These jeans remind you that style is not about dressing young or old. It's about dressing you. And at 60, 70, or beyond, that's the most stylish thing you can do. You step into them and instantly feel the difference, not just in how they look, but in how they move. Wide leg pants have a way of turning each step into something fluid, almost like you're walking to the rhythm of a gentle piece of music. The fabric doesn't cling, It drapes, creating a soft current around you. For many women, the hesitation with wide leg pants is fear of looking larger or shorter, but the truth is, when they're chosen with care, they do the opposite. They lengthen, they refine, they whisper elegance in motion. The secret lies in balance. These pants should be fitted through the waist and hips before they release into that graceful flow from mid-thigh downward. This first section, the part that holds you, lets your actual shape shine before the fabric begins its movement. The waistband should rest at your natural waist, not lower, to create the longest, cleanest vertical line, and length matters. They should just graze the floor when paired with your chosen shoes, not dragging like an afterthought, and not cropped too high, which can break the flow. Fabric changes everything here. Crepe gives you a refined drape wool jersey, adds comfort, silk blends, bring a touch of luxury. Avoid fabrics that cling to every contour or that are so stiff they stand away awkwardly. Styling is where you make them yours. Balance the volume with a fitted or semi-fitted top. A tucked silk blouse, a tailored blazer, or even a softly fitted sweater will keep your proportions elegant. Avoid oversized tops that compete with the pants. Too much volume can overwhelm rather than flatter. And the beauty, you can wear them anywhere. At the office with heels and a blazer, to lunch with a lightweight knit. For a weekend walk with chic flats. Wide leg pants invite grace into your day, one step at a time. And grace at this stage of life is your natural state. There's a moment, especially in warmer weather, when you want clothing that feels as easy as a breeze, yet still carries an air of refinement. This is where cropped palazzo pants step in a style that marries freedom of movement with a sense of deliberate polish. Unlike the classic wide-leg trouser, palazzo pants give you room from waist to hem, creating a gentle, flowing line that doesn't cling anywhere. The cropped length, somewhere between mid-calf and just below the knee, adds practicality. No worry about hems, catching on shoes, dragging through grass, or looking too formal for a casual afternoon. Comfort begins at the waistband. Many palazzo pants sit at your natural waist with wide bands that hold comfortably without cutting in. Some have a discreet elastic or a self-tie detail, making them forgiving but still intentional in design. The best versions disguise comfort features within a polished silhouette. Fabric choice transforms their purpose. Linen blends breathe beautifully in summer jersey knits are ideal for travel days when you'll be sitting for hours. And crepe offers a dressier drape for evenings out. Look for materials that flow, not fabrics that cling or stiffen. One of their greatest strengths is versatility in pairing. They welcome relaxed blouses, tunics, and soft sweaters, but always with a touch of waist definition to keep your proportions balanced. And shoes, they're your playground. Flat sandals, wedges, ankle boots, even refined sneakers can work depending on your day's rhythm. In travel, they're unbeatable, easy to pack quick, to dress up or down, and comfortable for everything from a long flight to strolling a cobblestone street. At home, they move from errands to dinner with the smallest styling shift. And here's the quiet truth. Palazzo pants remind you that style can be unhurried. You don't have to choose between comfort and beauty. You can have both and let each step be as effortless as you feel. There's a certain kind of pant that quietly shapes and streamlines without ever feeling restrictive, the tapered trouser. Somewhere between a straight leg and a skinny cut, this style holds close where it matters and eases where it should, creating a long, uninterrupted line from hip to ankle. The magic lies in the gradual narrowing. Fitted gently through the waist, hip, and upper thigh, the leg then tapers in a way that flatters without clinging. The effect is subtle, no sharp angles or sudden changes, just a refined contour that elongates your shape. The rise is key. A mid to high rise that rests at your natural waist, keeps the proportions balanced and comfortable, and the hem should stop right at your ankle bone or just above, showing the narrowest part of your leg. Any longer, and they bunch. Any shorter, and they lose their elegant intention. Fabrics with a touch of stretch ponte knits fine wool blends or cotton with a hint of elastane ensure they move with you while holding their silhouette. Avoid overly stretchy fabrics that lose shape or cheap materials that don't taper cleanly. Their beauty is in adaptability. Paired with a silk blouse and blazer, they fit perfectly into a polished workday. Worn with a soft sweater or simple top, they're relaxed enough for lunch with friends or errands in town. The sleek line makes shoes part of the story: pointed flats for sophistication, low heels for elongation, ankle boots for a modern touch. The tapered trouser is for days when you want to look quietly intentional without much thought. They frame your figure, respect your comfort, and speak a language of understated style. At this stage in life, they become less about dressing up and more about dressing right, a subtle difference that changes everything. Some days call for subtlety, but others ask you to step into the room and be seen not loudly, not carelessly, but with the kind of presence that comes from knowing yourself. That's where statement pants shine. These aren't your everyday basics. They're wide-leg silhouettes cut from fabrics that feel as beautiful as they look: deep burgundy velvet that catches the light like wine in a crystal glass navy and cream houndstooth that whispers heritage, or a warm rust tone that seems to make your skin glow from within. The fit follows the same rules as classic wide-leg trousers, fitted through the waist and hips, flowing gracefully from mid-thigh. The rise sits at your natural waist, lengthening your frame. The difference lies in the details, the jewel tones, the elegant patterns, the refined textures that transform them from background to focal point. Color is your easiest way to make a statement. Rich emerald greens, sapphire blues, and golden mustards can be remarkably flattering on mature skin. Patterns, when chosen, will add sophistication. Rather than clutter, think tonal plaids, elegant stripes, or softly muted florals. Texture is the most luxurious route. Silk blends that drape like water wool crepe that feels structured, yet soft, or velvet that holds a quiet drama. The styling rule is simple. Let the pants speak. Pair them with tops in solid complementary shades: a cream blouse against emerald, a black knit with rust, a soft gray with deep plum. Accessories should be minimal and purposeful: a single bracelet, a small pendant, a structured bag. Wearing statement pants isn't about drawing attention for its own sake. It's about owning the space you're in. They tell the world you're not afraid to stand out because you're standing firmly in yourself. And at 60 or beyond, that's the most radiant statement of all. As the light softens in the late afternoon, you realize that elegance has never been about the clothes alone. It's about how you move in them, how you feel in them, how they become an extension of who you are. At 60, 70, and beyond, you've learned that beauty doesn't come from chasing every trend. It comes from understanding yourself and choosing what honors that. These 6 pant styles are more than fabric and seams. They are choices, each one shaped to fit not just your body, but your life. The perfect trouser that anchors your wardrobe, dark, polished denim that adapts to your mood, wide-leg pants that let you walk with grace, cropped palazzos that feel like a breeze in motion, tapered trousers that create a quiet line of confidence, and statement pants that speak when you don't need words. Over time, you've discovered that clothing isn't about hiding changes. It's about dressing them with respect. Every curve, every line, every shift in proportion tells the story of a life lived fully. When you choose pieces that fit, well, move easily, and reflect your spirit, you're not just dressing for the day, you're honoring the woman you've become. Elegance in the end is not the absence of age. It's the presence of self. It's the decision to greet the mirror each morning with softness in your eyes and steadiness in your posture, and to walk out into the world knowing that your style is yours alone, timeless because it belongs to you. End of script. Have a beautiful day.